A new season is starting today. And what will you do? Will you push yourself harder when the moment is there? How do you impact your team? What is your outlook? Are you a lightning rod, a maverick, a captain, or the team's heart and soul?
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. This pitching prospect takes the mound for his evaluation. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. Who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyers. Everyone has a personality, even a ball player. That personality influences how they respond to their teammates and their coaches.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the West region and the international squad. Boof Sosa, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Into the box, Sean Gamble. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the West, the second baseman, Sean Gamble.
First pitch on its way. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
First pitch, 107.
The 1-0 home. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, and I'm sure he wasn't planning on giving up a base knock to the first batter he faced. But that's what he's done now, and he just has to show the scouts how he's going to respond. He'd love nothing more than to get a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in,
baseman.
Randy Noonan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now he'll step off. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Gamble gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Three and one.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Yeah, and that's a great job of keeping him off balance right there. He sits him down with a very nice off-speed pitch, and that has to impress the scouts in the stands. Most young hurlers depend on spotting their fastballs, but he's showing right there that he has an effective off-speed repertoire as well.
Batting third, the designated
Stepping
hitter.
in now, Roberto Valenzuela. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, I'm not sure he was trying to claim the inside part of the plate or if that pitch just got away from him. Regardless, in the Topps Amateur Showcase, the scouts want to see a pitcher who's consistent, has good command, and doesn't dig himself into holes. We'll see if he can work around that here.
Fouled off. Hey, 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next.
Weak roller right side. Coming to the plate now, Chad Pappas. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Pappas.
He's set and the pitch. Ball one.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Bases are loaded here. One man out. The 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Another 2-2 offering. And a strike three called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are two away now.
Well, he definitely crossed him up, leaving him to watch helplessly as strike three was called. Any pitcher that can rack up a K against this strong talent is a pitcher that's going to have a job for a long time. We'll see if he can post some more Ks before he's done here.
Standing in now, Tom Castaneda, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here comes the 0-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So a bit of a rocky start there as they're able to load the bases on him, but he's able to wiggle his way out of it. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Leading off the inning, Napoleon Roberts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. 2-0 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Wow, that's the kind of stuff that really impresses here in a showcase. That's 3 Ks for him so far, and he's showing he can make big-time hitters swing and miss on a regular basis, which is something every front office in baseball can appreciate. Definitely helping himself in this one.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Quisenberry. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ryan Quisenberry.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ramirez waits on it. 2 down. Now to the plate, Pablo Cordero.
Batting 9, the catcher, Pablo Cordero.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Ramirez looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, a pitcher is never really happy to give up a long ball, but at least it's a solo shot. Most pitchers can overcome a solo home run, but he's got to make sure he stops the bleeding right here. It's about damage control at this point.
Now at the plate, Randy Noonan.
Now
0 for 1 here in the early going. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
But he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The international prospects are on top here, 2-1. Settling in now, Roberto Valenzuela. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch on its way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Now at the plate, Jimmy Luke.
The center fielder, number 9.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Luke.
Low for ball 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Valenzuela on at first. Nobody out. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And that's just an excellent job of attacking the batter the entire at bat right there, eventually finishing him off for the strikeout. I don't care what he does the rest of this showcase. He just shows he knows how to mix his pitches, keep hitters off balance, and finish them when he has the chance. Good stuff.
In now, Chad
the right fielder.
So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Shepard is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. At the plate, Tom Castaneda,
now
as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Castaneda.
From the stretch. Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike. Grounded weakly to the left. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it 1st and 2nd now. At the plate,
now
Napoleon Roberts. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Roberts.
A 1 pitch on its way. A wave and a miss made him reach. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The International Stars lead this one 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the West, number 29, Robbie Levesque. Pinch hitting for the West, number 27, now coming into pinch hit, Gustavo Chavez. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now pitching for the International Prospects, number 40.
this one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. The international team brought the bats in this one with 18 total hits. Jason May takes home the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
For the international prospects, 8 runs on 18 hits. No errors, they left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the international prospects and the prospects from the Central region. Rico Corona, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
He's out.
Now batting, Ryan Ashley. He'll lead things off here in the
Leading
bottom
off
half
for
of
the
the first.
Central Prospects, the designated hitter, Ryan Ashley.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Standing in, Fletcher Navarro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Fletcher Navarro.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Julian Pote. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The right fielder, Julian Pote.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his...
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Second inning upcoming here in Florida's Baseball City. The international prospects are on top here, 3-0. Stepping in, Ken Black. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Wow, that's the kind of stuff that really impresses here in a showcase. That's 3 Ks for him so far, and he's showing he can make big-time hitters swing and miss on a regular basis, which is something every front office in baseball can appreciate. Definitely helping himself in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Joshua McGrath.
Batting fifth,
Here's
the
the
catcher,
first pitch to him.
Joshua
Bounce towards the
McGrath.
second baseman. And there's out number 2. So stepping in, Willie
Batting
Chassin.
sixth, the center
First
fielder,
pitch of the at-bat.
Willie Chassin.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ramirez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Leading off the inning, Lewis
Leading
Morris,
off for the
and they'll
Central
need him to get
Prospects,
something going here.
the left fielder, Lewis Morris.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
2 balls and a strike now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Yeah, and that's a great job of keeping him off balance right there. He sits him down with a very nice off-speed pitch, and that has to impress the scouts in the stands. Most young hurlers depend on spotting their fastballs, but he's showing right there that he has an effective off-speed repertoire as well.
Into the box now.
Batting eighth,
Benito Dorta.
the third baseman,
As he'll get a slider
Benito
up that time, but he
Dorta.
swings through it for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
And that's just an excellent job of attacking the batter the entire at bat right there, eventually finishing him off for the strikeout. I don't care what he does the rest of this showcase. He just shows he knows how to mix his pitches, keep hitters off balance, and finish them when he has the chance. Good stuff.
Batting ninth,
Stepping in now,
the second
Abraham
baseman,
Aviles.
Abraham.
And on the first pitch,
Aviles.
he grounds foul. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Popped him up. Caballero is there, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number 4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Central, number 2, Ramon Gonzalez. Big hitting for the international prospect, number 36, Dexter Nichols. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
close one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. The international team posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Bradley Shed is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
For the international prospects, 8 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball. With the 13th pick, the Los Angeles Angels select Boof Sosa, a starting pitcher from the International region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draft After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. This new player meets his Double-A coach for the first time and receives some sagely advice about what it takes to be successful outside of the gym or field.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the
Ladies and
limelight
gentlemen,
today as the
please
show's coverage of the
welcome
Southern League is
your
on the air. Going to be a
Mobile
good
Bay
one here
Bears.
between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Boof Sosa, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Ready now, Robert
Leading off for
Martinez.
Pensacola,
He'll get us started
the
in this
center
one
fielder,
under the lights.
Robert Martinez.
First offering on its way. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. On a line, that's a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. Back to the mound. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Digging in now, Freddie Alonso comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Alonso tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better. But that's the book on him at this point. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And he's safe.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Morris. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one.
Morris.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
0-1 the count. Murdoch on third. Morris on at second with 2 down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pensacolo's out in front here, 1-0. Stepping up now, Bernardo Valencia. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Bernardo Valencia.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Drew is there. 1 out. Digging in, Julio Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Julio Garcia.
1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Standing in now, Charles Judd.
The third baseman, Charles.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Cortez is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The Wahoos are on top, 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robert Martinez. He singled his last time up.
Robert Martinez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. The 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. To his right, Chavez. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. At the plate, Jose Blanco. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
The first baseman, Jose.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Now in the box, Freddie Alonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Freddie Alonso.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Grounded to third. Chavez is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Blue Wahoos lead it 1-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lewis Murdoch, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Murdoch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Lewis Murdoch goes down to become the first out here in the 4th.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. Ball two now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
He loses him on ball 4. Ready
Now
for another chance?
the second
Bob
baseman.
Suzuki. He
Bob
got called out on strikes his
Suzuki.
last time through. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Morris leads off first with 1 away. That's popped up, but this will land untouched. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps,
Now
he'd still
batting,
be out. But the
the
only
right
difference
fielder,
would be he wouldn't be able to
Bernardo
complain about it.
Valencia.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Pensacolo's out in front here, 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Julio Garcia. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there. That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Third
in
baseman.
now, Charles Johnson. The ground toward the hole. Backhanded. Ready once again, Robert Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way.
Martinez.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a miss at the slider at 88, 2-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Jose Blanco. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Blanco.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Not close. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Lifted in the air to center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied at 1-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Pensacola, number 34, Tom Sayo.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Pensacola came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. Tom So claims the win out of the pen, his first. Damian Stockton records the save, his second. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious Blue Wahoos, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you.
A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
The game's future stars are on
And now,
display as
let's
minor
hear
league
it
baseball
for
comes
your
your way on the
Mississippi
show.
Braves.
Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Julio Uribe has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Play ball.
Stepping into the box, Johnny Garcia. He'll lead things off here
Leading
in the bottom
off
half
for
of the
Braves,
first.
the third baseman, Johnny Garcia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Batting second.
Into the box now.
The left fielder,
Bruce Graham.
Bruce
Couple of hits for him in
Graham.
4 trips to the plate last night. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. Full count. 3-2.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
So he got him swinging. Bruce Graham is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Striding in,
Batting third,
Chris Marquez.
the
He'll get to
shortstop,
take his first
Chris
cuts here.
Marquez.
He's set. Here it comes. Right side, but it's well foul. Garcia stands at first with one out. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Arias. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point.
Arias.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Cho is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning coming up here at Blue River. The Bay Bears on top, 1-0. So striding forward now, number 88.
Leading off for
with
the Braves,
10 runs batted in
the
on
second
5
baseman,
hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Batting 7.
Next will be the designated hitter, Eloy Saucedo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Batting 8. The center fielder.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So he sets him down swinging. Adrian Rowley becomes out number 2 this inning.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts.
The right fielder.
Contact.
Garrett.
Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called the strike. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
1 ball,
and that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Bay Bears lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Johnny Garcia. He's been
Leading off
swinging
for
a
the
hot
Braves,
bat in the series
the
with
third
7
baseman,
base hits coming in.
Johnny
Hey, we're still in the early
Garcia.
stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Striding into the box, Bruce
Now
Graham.
batting,
He'll
left
look to bounce
fielder,
back after
Bruce
striking out his last time up.
Graham.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Drew has a beat on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Chris Marquez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Marquez.
And the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to...
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but it's off his glove. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Into the box,
now
Miguel
batting, first
Arias.
baseman.
Yes, he pops the
Miguel
first pitch foul behind the plate.
Arias.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Marquez at second with 2 down. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, second baseman.
First pitch on its way. First pitch
Murka.
curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete. The Bay Bears on top, 2-0. Leading off the inning, Wesley
Leading
Batts,
off for the
as they
Braves,
look to get something going
catcher,
here and even this game up.
Wesley
Things not looking very good
Batts.
so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball.
And that misses 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
To the plate now is the designated hitter,
Now batting,
Eloy Saucedo.
the designated hitter.
He's ready. Here's the
Eloy
first offering.
Saucedo.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hard sinker misses 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in now,
The center
Adrian
fielder,
Rowley.
number 00.
As the first pitch
Adrian
misses to him, it's ball
Rowley.
1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. The Bay Bears lead it 2-0.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-1, the final total
The final
in
line
today's
score for our
game.
ball game.
The Bay Bears
For the victorious
jumped out
Bay
to an
Bears,
early lead in the
5
first
runs,
and never
8
looked
hits,
back.
1 error,
Wes
and
Seaver
13
gets the
runners
win
left
in
on
relief,
base.
his 2nd of the year. So that'll just about
Time
do
of
it
the
for
ball
us
game,
this
2
afternoon.
hours
Thanks
and
to Mark
55
DeRosa, Dan
minutes.
Plezak, and the rest of our crew. I'm
Thank
Matt
you for
Vasgersian.
joining
This has
us
been a
here this
presentation
afternoon.
of MLB The Show.
A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
It's time for baseball now as the show's
Ladies and
tour of the minors
gentlemen,
continues
please
with a stop
welcome
in the Southern
your
League. Coming up, we've got a
Mobile
good matchup
Bay
in
Bears.
store between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Boof Sosa gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
So stepping
Leading off
in,
for
Art
Montgomery,
McLean,
the
and
shortstop.
we are set for baseball
Number
here this
13.
evening. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in
First
for a
pitch,
ball. It's 1-0.
7 o'clock.
Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. 4-2 over their last games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know,
Batting
Nero, this is
second.
time to get
The
greedy. When you
designated
win
hitter.
3 of the first 4, boy, if
Franklin.
you can win 4 out of the
Driver.
first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Franklin driver started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Hit back up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and quickly there are 2 away. Digging in, Ray Machado.
Batting
Just
third.
1 for 10 in the series
catcher.
coming in, so he'll look for
Ray
better results here today.
Machado.
First pitch on its way. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
Tom Deerdorf would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk. So here's the
Batting
cleanup
fourth,
hitter, Tom
the first
Deerdorf.
baseman.
He's been held in
Ah,
check in the series, just 1 for
Deerdorf.
12 coming in. The 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2's the count.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Now at the plate, Fred McGowan, and he's hoping
Leading
to get
off
things
for
going at
Montgomery,
the plate. It's
the
been a
center
bit of a
fielder.
struggle for him
Fred
in recent games.
McGowan.
This one's down to third. Cho over to his left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder
Batting
Christian Arroyo.
the third
And he's
baseman,
definitely off to a
Christian
fast start in the early
Arroyo.
part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And there's ball 1.
1-1.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Drew is there, 2 gone. Standing in, Johnny Delgadio.
Batting seven,
Mixed results
the
for
left
him in the
fielder.
series, 3 for
Johnny
14. And he gets ahead
Delgadio.
with the curveball, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Saw it toward the hole. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Into the box now, Brian Campillo. He's got 5 base hits in 14 at-bats in the series coming into today. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. So striding in, Manuel Juarez. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Manuel Juarez.
Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And he got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Popped him up. Rodriguez over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Franklin Driver. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Driver.
Well, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Digging in to try it again, Ray Machado. He drew a walk his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The first base
standing in now, Tom Deerdorf. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
In now, Fred McGowan.
Now batting, the center fielder.
First delivery
Fred
to him on the way.
McGowan.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. So digging in now, Christian
Leading
Arroyo.
off for
He's
Montgomery,
0 for 1 thus
the
far.
third baseman, Christian Arroyo.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Into the box, Johnny Delgado.
Now batting,
ready to
left
deliver.
fielder,
Here's the first pitch.
Johnny
First pitch is a
Delgado.
curveball that's inside, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Popped him up. Oliver is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken
now
to
batting,
task by this
the
starter.
right fielder, Brian Campillo.
Pitch on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses, 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Count even at 2-2. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Last half of the 5th coming up. No score. Striding in once again,
leading off for Montgomery,
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 the count.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Ground ball right side. Oliver comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in once again, Art McLean. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
Green is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in, Franklin Driver. He'll look
The
to bounce
batter,
back after
15,
striking out his last
designated
time
hitter,
up.
Franklin Driver.
Here comes the first pitch.
D-Rod.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Moving under it, Drew. And that retires the side. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bay Bears on top, 4-0. Ready for another shot now. Ray
Leading off for
Machado.
Montgomery.
Starting to run out
The
of
catcher.
time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're
Machado.
moving late into this one.
D-Rod.
A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to
0-1.
get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Drew sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Tom Deerdorf.
The first baseman,
Third trip
number
to the
3.
plate for him here tonight.
Ah.
0 for 2 at this
That's a
point.
Deerdorf.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And they won't get him to
2-0
chase
the
the
count.
curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right.
The
Let's
batter,
see if he can leave him
the
out
center
there now.
fielder.
In
Fred
now, Fred McGowan.
McGowan.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, here's the pitch.
No,
And it's
that's out.
1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that
D-Rod.
runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Cho fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now to the plate, Christian Arroyo. He was a ground
Now
out
batting,
victim last time
The
up.
third baseman.
Sinker to open the
Christian
AB in there for
Arroyo.
strike one. Deerdorf stands at second with 2 guns. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're
Ladies
kept
and
off the
gentlemen,
scoreboard
please
again,
join.
and the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Johnny
Leading
Delgado.
off
He
for
flew
Montgomery,
out in his last
the
at
left
bat.
fielder.
It doesn't look very
Johnny
promising so far in this one as we
Delgado.
move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Settling in now, Brian
Now
Campillo.
batting,
He's
right
hoping to
fielder,
avoid the hat
Brian
trick. He struck out in each of his
Campillo.
first 2 plate appearances so far. A ball and no
That's a ball.
strikes.
1-0.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down in strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-2.
2-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a
second
regular
baseman,
out, but we're seeing
Manuel
strikeouts at an alarming rate in
Suarez.
baseball right now.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big sticker.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Boof Sosa gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Bay Bears, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.